The frozen world of Arcania lies silent beneath storms of diamond dust. In a remote training compound, Jedi Master Arkajeth oversees 3 gifted apprentices, Ulic Qel-Droma, his brother Kay, and the Twi'lek prodigy Tot Donita. Their lives are peaceful, focused, disciplined. But beyond this calm horizon, darkness stirs. And their destinies are about to collide with 2 of the greatest wars in ancient Jedi history. This is the story of Onderon's Beast Wars and the rise of Nomi Sunrider, one of the most powerful Jedi who ever lived. This is Star Wars, Tales of the Jedi, Knights of the Old Republic. Training droids whirl through the ice-lit courtyard as Ulic Qel-Droma leaps across the arena, effortlessly slicing down targets. He lands proudly, boasting about how slow the droids are. Master Arca gently reprimands him. Skill without humility, he warns, leads only to destruction. A Jedi's strength must come from the Force, not pride. As night falls, Arca gathers the apprentices and tells them of a troubled, newly rediscovered world deep in the Inner Rim. A world that has begged the Republic for help. A world called Onderon. Arca explains the planet's strange history. For millennia, the people of Onderon lived in terror as monstrous predators from the moon. June crossed the atmosphere and ravaged the land. To survive, the Onderonians built a colossal walled metropolis, Iziz, a super fortress stretching for thousands of miles. Criminals, rebels, and political dissidents were exiled outside the walls as punishment. But instead of dying, they adapted. They learned to tame the beasts of June and formed powerful tribes known as the Beast Riders. For centuries, Iziz and the Beast Lords have been locked in a brutal, cyclical war. And now, the planet has asked the Republic for aid. Master Arca stuns his students by announcing that they, not he, will become the Jedi Watchmen of the Onderon system. This mission will test their wisdom and maturity. They are to bring peace, not through conquest, but through understanding. With Arca's blessing, Ulic, Kay, and Tot depart Arcania aboard their ship, the Nebulon Ranger, heading toward a world consumed by generations of bloodshed. As they descend into Onderon's murky atmosphere, the Jedi come under attack by airborne riders mounted on massive winged beasts. Tot raises the shields, and Ulic refuses to fire. They came for peace, not war. Forcing their way through the ambush, the Jedi land atop the palace tower in Iziz. They encounter immediate hostility. Royal guards nearly bar Tot Donita from entering because he's a Twi'lek, revealing the city's deep-rooted anti-alien sentiment. Ulic forces them to stand down. Inside the citadel, they meet Queen Amanoa and her daughter, Princess Gallia. The Queen is visibly disappointed. She expected a Jedi Master, not 3 young apprentices. Before introductions finish, a messenger bursts in. Beast Riders have infiltrated the city. A battle erupts right outside the throne room. Beast warriors crash through the windows on winged mounts. Ulic, Kay, and Tot ignite their sabers and defend the Queen. But in the chaos, a commando team infiltrates the palace and abducts Princess Gallia. Queen Amanoa collapses into rage and grief, demanding the Jedi rescue her daughter immediately. Kay and Tot sense a dark weight in the Queen's presence, but Ulic insists this is their duty. He promises to bring Gallia home. The Jedi pursue the kidnappers into the wilds. The Nebulon Ranger is struck by a seeker torpedo and crashes deep in the forests beyond the walls. Massive boma beasts surround them, but Tot uses his unique ability to calm them. The creatures lead the Jedi to a remote Beast Rider gathering. where Princess Gallia stands at an altar, willingly marrying Oron Kira, son of the Beast Lord Modon Kira. She was never kidnapped. She ran away. Gallia reveals everything. Iziz is not a city of light ruled by a noble queen. It is a kingdom built on Sith sorcery. Centuries earlier, a fallen Jedi named Freedon Nadd conquered Onderon, declared himself its Dark Lord, and ruled as an immortal tyrant. His shadow still lingers, worshipped by the royal bloodline. Queen Aminoa is one of his servants. The Beast Riders are not savages. They are the descendants of those who resisted Freedon Nadd and were exiled for defying Sith rule. Oron and Gallia fell in love in secret, believing their marriage could unite the two warring peoples. Modon Kira begs the Jedi to help them overthrow the city and destroy Nadd's legacy, but Ulic refuses. He believes he can still negotiate peace. Against all warnings, Ulic brings Gallia and Oron back to the palace. Queen Aminoa reacts with fury, disowns her daughter, and retreats into the shadows of the throne room to invoke dark powers. A wave of suffocating dark side energy floods the palace. Tormented whispers echo through the halls. The Jedi stagger under the oppressive presence of Freedon Nadd's dark power. Separated in the chaos, Kay is attacked by beasts and loses his arm. Only Ulic's intervention saves him. Realizing negotiation is impossible, the Jedi flee with Gallia. Outside, the Beast Lords raise their armies and prepare for all-out war. The Beast Riders surge across the walls of Iziz in a massive assault. Winged war beasts descend from the sky as city defenses unleash walls of blaster fire. But Queen Aminoa retreats into the underground catacombs, into the very tomb of Freedon Nadd. Her Sith ritual channels supernatural dread across the battlefield, weakening the Beast Riders and pushing the Jedi toward defeat. Just as all seems lost, a new ship descends from the heavens. Master Arkajeth has arrived. Using profound Jedi battle meditation, he fills the Beast Army with clarity and courage while shattering the morale of the defenders. The battle turns instantly. Iziz falls. Arca leads the Jedi into the subterranean darkness beneath the palace. Deep in the crypt, they find Queen Aminoa, trembling beside the sarcophagus of Freedon Nadd. Arca releases a wave of pure light side energy, dispelling the tomb's corruption. Aminoa dies as the dark power abandons her, consumed not by the Jedi, but by the very darkness she served. Inside the sarcophagus lies the mummified body of Freedon Nadd, the fallen Jedi who twisted Onderon into centuries of suffering. At last, the shadow over the planet is broken. Gallia and Oron marry openly, uniting the people of Iziz and the wilderness. Onderon begins a new era of peace, but Arca warns that darkness remains. Whispers claim that King Omin, Gallia's father, yet lives, hiding in secret with Sith loyalists. A new conflict is coming. Far from Onderon, another destiny unfolds. Jedi Knight Andor Sunrider travels with his wife Nomi and their daughter Vima, bringing rare Adagon crystals to the ancient Jedi Master Thon. But at the Stennis hyperspace terminal, criminals serving the Hutt crime Lord Boga ambush them. A venomous creature kills Andor before he can react. In her grief, Nomi sees his spirit appear before her. He urges her to take his lightsaber and protect their daughter. Overwhelmed but guided by instinct, Nomi ignites the blade for the first time in her life. She kills the attackers and escapes with Vima, following the Force to the desolate world of Ambria. There she meets Master Thon, a massive beast-like Jedi. He sees her potential immediately, but he knows she carries deep wounds. Her grief, fear, and memories of violence make her terrified of ever touching a lightsaber again. Thawne guides her patiently, showing her the mysteries and dangers of Umbria. Near the corrupted Lake Nath, dark side creatures attack Vima. In desperation, Nomi manifests her hidden power, Jedi battle meditation, turning the creatures against each other. Thawne confirms that she holds a rare gift, one that will shape the fate of the galaxy. Meanwhile, Bogga the Hutt sends pirate crews to hunt down the Sunriders and steal the crystals. Their captain, Finhead Stonebone, is tortured until he agrees to capture Thawne himself. The pirates arrive on Umbria, surrounding Thawne's homestead. Nomi panics, refuses to fight, and flees with Vima while Thawne is taken captive. Realizing she can no longer run, Nomi embraces her gift. She reaches into the Force and unleashes her battle meditation. The pirates turn on one another in confusion and fear. Regaining courage, she ignites a lightsaber and fights beside Thawne. Together, they overwhelm the attackers and drive them from the world. Thawne reveals he never aided her in the battle. Everything came from her own power. Nomi Sunrider has taken her first true steps as a Jedi Knight, and her journey is only beginning. This was only the beginning of Ulic Qel-Droma's and Nomi Sunrider's epic journey, the chain of events that would lead to the return of Freedon Nadd, the rise of the next generation of Sith Lords, and the opening moves of a new Sith War that would reshape the galaxy. If you want to understand how the Jedi and the Sith truly rose from ancient shadows, make sure to watch the other videos on this channel. And if you're enjoying these deep dive stories from the Old Republic era, like the video, subscribe, and join me as we uncover the lost history of Star Wars. Until next time, may the Force be with you.